All right, joining the Holder Hangout is one of my good friends in the business, one of the great guys in the business, Sal Paolantonio. Sal, typical. Washington wasn't supposed to have any chance of winning this thing, and then they end up winning it. It's just typical NFC East. From the time you and I have covered this team for as many years as we covered, nothing really makes sense. This division is all up and down. Your thoughts about what you saw today?
You know, it is always a one-score game between these two teams, whether it's in Philly or whether it's at FedEx Field. So, you know, I was, however, shocked that the Eagles played so poorly, right? They just gave the game away. They had opportunities to come back, especially in the second half. I think that Quez Watkins fumble on the other end of the field after the long touchdown, after the long completion from Jalen Hurts was really very typical of the way they played. Now, here's the thing, though. I think Washington exposed a very real weakness that the Eagles have, and that is the middle of their defense cannot stop the run.
Speaking of Washington, Carson Wentz is supposed to be available to play next week. So your thoughts?
Don't do it. Start Taylor Heineke. I mean,
really?
Taylor Heineke played with a reckless abandon, and it was really good. I mean,
but it's a roller coaster ride that sometimes gives you pause. I mean, so you're saying
I saw a ball that came out quickly and accurately. He was in total command of the offense. He got, but here's the real thing: he made his offensive line better because the ball came out quickly.
Okay, so no Carson Wentz.
And I love Carson Wentz. Don't get me wrong. Sure. I mean, I've always had a good relationship with him, but I always go with the hot hand one, and I just see the way the team responds to him because the ball comes out quickly. It's hot, ball out, and that makes your offensive line very happy.
Right. You cover the league, Sal. Your overall thoughts on what's going on in Washington with the ownership news and everything like that. What is the outside of the league perception of the Washington Commanders? I mean, everybody tells me that the common thread is everybody has respect for Ron Rivera. But after that, what is the overall perception of the Washington Commanders league-wide?
Well, I have a lot of respect for a lot of the players on this team. Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, certainly Taylor Heineke. Gibson's a good player. You got some good players who respect the game, and you have a coach who's the ultimate coach who gets the most respect of any coach out there because of what he's gone through personally and how he took a team to a Super Bowl, fought cancer. So, I mean, it's a tough-minded team. Jack Del Rio's a tough-minded coach. That's my perception.
Sure.
So I don't want to superimpose anybody else's impression on the team. I think, listen, there's enough talent on this team that it competes hard with a lot of energy, right? And you saw that today against the Philadelphia team that wanted to give the ball away.
A lot of people don't know about, your military background. So on this Salute to Service month and Veterans Day just passing, we honor you and we salute you and thank you for what you've done in serving our country. So.
You know, I was honored to serve, and I know the sacrifices that veterans and active duty military personnel and their families make all of the time. Family separation is such a huge part of military life. So, you know, I pay tribute to not only those who are out there on the front lines, but the family members who stay home and have to hold down the fort with the wife and the kids, or the spouse and the kids. It's a lot of that you put on people to sacrifice for the service of the country.
Yeah, we thank you for all that you do, and I thank you for our friendship, brother.
Okay, man.
All right, take care.
Appreciate you.
The one and only Sal Paolantonio.